Predictably Irrational, the hidden forces that shape our decisions. Synopsis. Predictably Irrational delves into the peculiarities of human behavior, highlighting how people often make irrational decisions in systematic ways. Dan Ariely, a behavioral economist, explores the hidden forces behind these decision making patterns and explains why traditional economic theories, which assume rational choices, often fall short. Through engaging experiments and stories, Ariely reveals the invisible influences that drive our choices, such as emotions, social norms, and expectations. The book covers various aspects of everyday life, from consumer behavior to personal finance, and shows how understanding these irrationalities can lead to better decision making. By acknowledging our unpredictability, we can develop strategies to avoid common pitfalls. Ariely emphasizes that by recognizing these patterns, individuals and businesses can make more informed choices. The book challenges the notion of rational human behavior and provides insights into how to harness our understanding of irrationality for positive outcomes. Top 20 insights. The illusion of ownership. Ownership can significantly inflate the value of an item in our minds. This endowment effect often leads us to overvalue what we possess and make irrational decisions. The cost of zero. Free offers trigger irrational excitement and impulsive decisions, often leading individuals to choose less valuable options simply because they are free. The effect of expectations. Expectations can shape our experiences, leading us to perceive products or situations more favorably, even if their objective quality is unchanged. Relativity in choices. We often make decisions based on relative comparisons rather than absolute values, leading to irrational yet predictable choices. Social norms versus market norms. People behave differently under social norms, driven by relationships, than they do under market norms, driven by monetary transactions. The power of anchors. Initial information, anchors, heavily influences our decisions, even if the anchors are irrelevant or arbitrary. Decoy effect. Introducing an inferior option can influence preferences by making another option more attractive, altering decision-making. The influence of emotions. Emotions can lead to irrational decisions, often overpowering rational thinking in critical situations. Procrastination and self-control. People struggle with self-control and procrastination, leading to irrational delays in tasks and decision-making. Effects of arousal. Being in an emotionally or physically aroused state can significantly alter decisions, often leading to irrational choices. The value of social pressure. Social influences and peer pressure can lead to irrational behavior that aligns with group norms rather than individual preferences. The high price of ownership. Once individuals own something, they often irrationally overvalue it, making it difficult to let go or sell. Predictability of mistakes. Mistakes aren't random. They are systematic and predictable, influenced by consistent biases and situational factors. The role of placebos. Placebos can significantly impact perceptions and outcomes due to the power of belief and expectation. Mental accounting. People categorize and treat money differently based on arbitrary criteria, leading to irrational financial decisions. Decisions and cultural influences. Cultural norms and societal influences significantly shape decision-making, leading to predictable irrational behaviors across different contexts. The frequency of defaults. Default options have a profound effect on decisions, as people often stick to preset choices rather than opting in or out. The pain of paying. The immediate pain associated with spending can affect purchasing decisions, often leading to irrational avoidance. Impact of altruism. Altruistic behaviors, though seemingly irrational from a purely economic standpoint, are critical for social cohesion and cooperation. Transparency in choices. Awareness and transparency in decision-making can reduce biases and promote more rational behavior. Summary Chapter 1. The Truth About Relativity. The chapter highlights how our decisions are heavily influenced by the context of relative comparisons rather than absolute values. Ariely explains the concept of the decoy effect, introducing a third, less attractive option that can sway preferences towards a particular choice. This tendency shows that much of our decision-making is not based on intrinsic value, but on how options compare with one another. Understanding this relativity can help us become more aware of how marketers and others might manipulate our choices, leading us to make more informed and rational decisions by focusing on true value rather than superficial comparisons. Chapter 2: The Fallacy of Supply and Demand. Ariely challenges the traditional economic view that supply and demand are always rational by demonstrating how our perceptions of value can be easily manipulated by arbitrary anchors. These initial price points set a mental baseline for what we deem acceptable to pay, impacting future decisions even when those anchors are misleading. Recognizing the fallacy of these anchors can help us make more objective evaluations and improve purchasing decisions. By being conscious of how initial impressions shape consumption habits, individuals can detach from erroneous anchors and align their spending with genuine values and personal needs. Chapter 3: The Cost of Zero Cost. This chapter explores how the allure of free can lead people to make irrational decisions, often choosing options based on zero cost rather than actual worth or utility. Ariely's experiments show that the excitement around a free product can overshadow all other factors, causing people to prefer a free but less valuable item over a more suitable one that costs something. Understanding this tendency can help individuals make better choices by focusing on the real benefits and worth of an option, even if it means paying a cost, rather than being unduly swayed by the social norms. Distinguishing between social norms, relationships and community expectations, and market norms, monetary transactions, is crucial, as they can lead to vastly different behavioral outcomes. When social and market norms collide, such as using monetary compensation for a social favor, it may result in diminishing social goodwill and cooperation. Ariely demonstrates how maintaining a clear boundary between social relationships and market transactions helps preserve the integrity of both. Recognizing this difference allows us to navigate social dynamics more effectively and choose when to engage with social goodwill and when to opt for formal agreements. Chapter 5: The Influence of Arousal. How emotional and physiological arousal can distort our decision-making processes, leading to choices that may seem irrational in a calmer state. Through experiments, he shows that when people are emotionally charged, they often fail to accurately predict their future behavior, leading to poor decisions. Understanding how arousal influences choices aids in planning for moments when emotions run high, so that logical reasoning retains its place. By preparing for emotionally charged situations, individuals can develop strategies to maintain rational decision-making, such as setting premeditated boundaries or commitments before arousal affects judgment. Chapter 6: The Problem of Procrastination and Self-Control. This chapter discusses the universal struggle with self-control and procrastination, highlighting how people often delay tasks despite understanding future costs. Ariely describes experiments where small interventions, like setting deadlines, can substantially improve adherence to commitments and intentions. Recognizing this predictably irrational tendency allows individuals to implement systems and structures to mitigate procrastination, such as breaking tasks into actionable steps or utilizing tools that encourage consistent progress. By proactively addressing procrastination triggers and instilling mechanisms for accountability, people can enhance self-discipline and achieve their desired outcomes more efficiently. Chapter 7: The High Price of Ownership. Ariely examines the endowment effect, where ownership inflates perceived value, often causing individuals to overvalue possessions and make irrational decisions about keeping or selling them. This irrational attachment can hinder objective decision-making, leading to suboptimal outcomes. Recognizing this bias helps individuals critically assess whether items are genuinely worth retaining or should be let go. By fostering detachment and seeking external appraisals or perspectives, people can manage the impact of ownership on their valuation processes, ultimately making choices that align better with practical benefits rather than emotional attachment. Chapter 8: Keeping Doors Open. This chapter explores the human tendency to want to keep options open, even at a significant cost or inconvenience. Ariely shows through compelling studies that the fear of losing an option can lead people to make irrational choices, like investing time and resources in unimportant opportunities. Understanding this can help individuals focus on what's truly important and recognize the value of decisive, focused actions, rather than spreading themselves thin over many possibilities. By prioritizing resources and attention, people can end unnecessary pursuits and concentrate on decisions that yield meaningful the effective expectations. Expectations play a powerful role in shaping experiences and perceptions, often creating a self-fulfilling prophecy in consumer behavior and personal experiences. Ariely illustrates how expectations can color everything from the taste of food to the efficacy of products, which can lead to systematically altered perceptions irrespective of actual product or experience quality. Being aware of this effect enables individuals to critically assess when expectations might be influencing their judgment and encourages a focus on empirical evidence and personal experience. By managing expectations, one can maintain a more balanced perspective, leading to more authentic evaluations. Chapter 10: The Power of Price. Ariely explains how pricing affects perceived quality and experiences, often leading individuals to associate higher prices with better value, irrespective of the actual difference in quality. Through experiments with placebos and actual products, he demonstrates how price can enhance perceived efficacy and satisfaction. Recognizing this bias aids consumers in questioning whether higher costs truly correlate with superior quality or are merely psychological influences. By critically evaluating the justification for price differences, individuals can make more informed purchasing decisions, ensuring that money spent aligns with true value and personal needs rather than perceived status. Conclusion of the book: Predictably Irrational makes a compelling case for broadening our understanding of decision-making beyond the traditional rational models by exploring the pervasive and systematic nature of irrationality. Ariely reveals how factors like social norms, ownership, arousal, and expectations can skew our choices and perceptions. By recognizing these predictable patterns, individuals and societies can devise strategies to counter irrational tendencies, leading to more effective and rational decisions. The book shows the importance of context, relativity, and psychological influences in economic and personal decisions, suggesting that awareness and intentional preparation can mitigate their effects. Understanding these hidden forces equips us to challenge biases, making choices that reflect true values and objectives. It urges readers to embrace these insights both in personal contexts and broader societal frameworks to improve decision-making processes. By accepting and adapting to our irrational nature, individuals can pave the way for more thoughtful and consistent judgments. The book ultimately promotes a nuanced view of human behavior, advocating for informed adjustments that harness an understanding of irrationality to benefit personal growth and societal progress. Implementation in life: to incorporate the book's insights into everyday life, begin by acknowledging your own biases and tendencies towards irrationality. Pay attention to situations where relativity or ownership might distort perceptions, and make decisions with an awareness of your endowment effect and anchoring biases. Combat the allure of free offers by evaluating a product's actual value rather than zero-cost appeal. Use deadlines and other structured tools to enhance self-control and overcome procrastination. Manage expectations by actively seeking unbiased experiences and data. Embrace decisions that reflect genuine personal values and needs, instead of succumbing to social or market pressures. By applying these principles, individuals can enhance decision-making skills, leading to improved personal and professional outcomes.